What's up, everybody? My name is Craven, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video here on my Minecraft 1.21.11 Let's Play series. This is a series where I just really and truly have fun with Minecraft. So, in the last video, if y'all did not see, we actually got to work on a few things, and one major thing was to get a few things done with my area. But first things first, that is out of the blue, and something y'all did not notice from the last episode was, or at least something that has happened since the last episode, is I actually got a dog. And this dog, I have not really given a name yet, but I would not be opposed to giving him a name, and I actually have a idea of what his name could be. So, you may be wondering what I would call this dog, and I was honestly thinking that I would call him Buster. And Buster, I don't know why the name Buster really sticks out to me, but since I have Buster with me, we are going to be making some dye, and we are going to be dyeing his collar today. So, Buster, you're a part of the family. I actually need to make a house for you at some point, so I will do just that. But today, our main goal of today's episode is to continue on our area with working. We're not really, so today we're probably also going to expand the path, because what we're doing today is we're expanding our area this way. And if y'all can kind of see just by that little bit, I have in my spare time between last video and this video, have gone on ahead and prepared outlines for different builds. And these builds are going to be where resources will be held for this area. At least for the starting bit, because I do want to use some, I do want to eventually build a massive storage building, and that will be something that is definitely done at a later point. But today, what we are going to be doing is we are going to be building these small storage shacks. And these storage shacks are going to be built for different blocks. So this one right here is going to be for deep slate related items. So what's going to end up happening is, I think what we're going to do is we're most likely... Okay, so I actually didn't really think this through. Actually, I have an idea. Okay, I'm going to figure out the storage, the way to make it work. But we're going to be using a lot of blocks, and each build is going to be for a different area, so a different block. So this first one is going to be for deep slate related blocks. And I'm just really utilizing this area as a oak-related building place, because oak and jungle wood really mesh well together in my mind. So I'm really just working with that in general. So pretty much this one's deep slate, and then as we move on, this one will be all the stone-related. So I decided to actually split deep slate and stone blocks, because it honestly made a lot more sense to do that than to really go around and try to mess with it and make it work in a good way. So deep slate, stone, and then as we kind of go on, since this is an oak related area, we are going to be using oak. This building will be as an oak storage building. And what I actually think I'm going to end up doing at a later point is building a lot bigger storage build, and that will be where all of the other stuff comes to. So, deep slate, stone, oak, and the last one that we have that we're going to be building today and getting started on is our ore building. And this is going to be where we store all of our ores that we grab from the caves and the depths. So these are the 4 main builds that we're going to be working on today. I do think we're going to end up doing them in the same style because it makes the most sense, which pretty much what it's going to be is it's going to be the oak, the oak logs, oak planks, and stone brick stairs, I think, because I feel like this area is going to be either stone bricks, oak wood, or jungle wood up here. I think it's going to kind of be a mix of both jungle wood and oak wood for our area. So that's the main idea for it to be right now. So what I do need to do is I actually have something that I need to get done with, and where once I get that done, I will be able to actually do stuff. So let me get some things worked on. I actually need to do my laundry, so that's one thing that I need to do. But on that note, I'm going to let y'all go for a minute, and I'm going to get everything I need, which basically is going to be, I'm going to try to get all of the oak wood and all that to make the build a lot better. So let's go on ahead and get started on some resource gathering, and then I will be back. I'm not really probably going to show y'all that, but I do probably want to show y'all me expanding this area and cleaning it up some. So that's what I'll probably end up doing instead. So let me just kind of work on a few things. I might honestly I've noticed how I don't really have any time-lapse stuff. I do kind of want to just try to do everything that I can in between videos, but like when I have to do stuff on video, I'm not really going to show it. So let me get some things done, and then we can start on our builds here. And I do think I want to actually expand the roads together, so that'll be the last deciding factor for this area. So let me do a few things, and then I'll be back to work on this with y'all. So yeah, and expanded our area out to around here, and I did end up removing some of the area, but on top of that I did outline our streets. So what we are going to be doing in between now is we are going on ahead and we are going to be outlining this pathway here. So I don't really have a exact idea or exact plan of how this is going to end up working, but I just know that, hey, at least I got builds for this, and I'm just mainly trying to do the easy route with a lot of these pathways. So what I mean by that is pretty much what I am doing is I am going to be just editing up these areas, and I don't think the pathway is honestly going to get in the way, but I do know that I need to actually go to sleep before I die, because when I was actually working on the areas and doing some stuff, it actually got in my way. And we have some pathways, but we also have a lot of bad areas here, so just understand, guys, it's probably going to take a little bit out of me to make sure I have all of this perfect. Or at least, pretty much, all of this pathway is not, like, necessarily fully going to be worked on. I mean, well, okay, so I never actually did that. Okay, so I have a little bit to actually still do with that. But hey, it is what it is. I do think that we're going to end up doing it like that. And all I'm really thinking we need to really do is just put some stuff in a like pattern here, and then over the like area that we have, it will end up filling up because we have a ton, and I mean we have a ton of different blocks that we're using here, and it's just mainly that the fact that I need to edit the thing here. So I don't know what I'm trying to say, but pretty much all I'm making sure I'm really ending up doing is connecting all of this pathway to a proper area. So yes, and I do know that I just kind of skipped around here, but pretty much that's the best that I could see it working. So this will be the two pieces right here, and that actually doesn't look half bad. So let's just kind of do it like this, and then I also need to use this stuff. So I think I might do it like that, and then kind of cover it up with this, which this is going to be a little bit interesting to actually like fill out entirely, because I also need to kind of make sure that I'm utilizing enough of this. So that will be good there, and then we'll have more coming out right there, and then I think we're just gonna have it be that those connect there, and then we'll have a big 4 right there. So yeah, and I mean it all is looking pretty good right now, so we don't really have to worry about much of anything. But I don't exactly know how in all these are going to kind of connect together well enough, or at least if they're going to end up working at a capacity that actually does connect well, due to a lot of other scenarios, I guess. I don't know exactly. I just know that I have a lot of this. And I mean, this isn't looking half bad anymore. Or more or less, I don't feel so like boxed in with it. And I don't know if I think, honestly, honest to God, I feel like this is the best, like, use of the blocks that I've had. And I mean, we are definitely coming close to having it fully filled out, but we do still need a lot more. And what I think I might end up doing is filling out the areas for the just the stone in general, and then we'll end up utilizing the last bit of the area as either stone bricks or cobblestone, which it shouldn't necessarily take case of all of it, but I just noticed that, like, most of this is honestly getting thrown out with the fact that I have all of this area left to do. Okay, so I honestly need to just go on ahead and get the other pieces here. So let's look. So we have 14 here and 31 there. So that's not going to be enough. But I'm going to do 32 of it. 32 of it will be stone bricks. And then the rest of it will just be that. And if it just isn't going to reach this. Like, okay, dude, y'all need to not. What is going on with me, like, having so many of them showing up? Okay, well, okay. I am gonna go on ahead and do something, though, because I noticed that we have those there. So, first things first, I'm gonna get a iron sword. And then second thing I'm gonna do is I am gonna go on ahead and I am probably gonna go on ahead and get a shield too. This actually helps a little bit. Okay, so I'm not necessarily running, I'm just kind of bringing this out here, and then I need to I'm being very well, dude, you're gonna be in the way. Come on, hit him. Hit him. There you go. Okay, well, I need to go to sleep real quick. So, I mean, I'm doing so much better than I thought I would be doing. So, okay. Okay, what is going on with my things here? Controls. Keybinds. Reset, reset. There we go. Okay. So that is a lot better, but I still ended up not doing so much better with that. I need to figure out how to really do that so much better that it's not so confusing for me, I guess. So, okay. So what we need to do is, I think what we can do here is we can place down enough of these. Okay, so then, okay, I do not think that this is gonna, I do think that this is gonna be a lot harder to take care of than I thought it would. So, I could honestly, I'm gonna go from this side, and I'm gonna see if I'm able to fill this out a little bit better, maybe. I don't think I am, because that's like the end of it there. So let's see how this is looking so far. So definitely is sparse right here. So definitely need to get rid of it right here. So break it up a little bit at least, and then I think you should be good there. So let's just kind of look across here. So yeah, I mean, honestly, it looks the best that it can. So I will give it that. So that's something the building has for itself. And I do think that we will have way more than enough resources for the builds. Probably. I don't exactly like fully know, because what I could do we should have enough. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is, while the buildings are getting built up, while I'm trying to figure out how to build everything up, I do want to get rid of that more. So let's go on ahead and outline the rest of these builds here. So let me get down here and then get this down too. First things first, let's get done with this. So there we go. And then I think I want to honestly take it to where it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So then these are going to be more like huts. So I do think we're going to use a lot more slabs than anything. So let me get the controls back over here. And I think what we'll end up doing is we'll probably end up using one or the other, I think. I just gotta really pay attention to it and see what makes more sense, because I don't want to do the worst of it, or at least I don't want to I just don't want to work on it way too much and it end up getting too far ahead, I guess. And I wonder if I need another round of these. So if that's the case, because as I'm noticing right now, I'm only done with one build and there's 4 to go. So that's my only real concern, is not having the area for it. And why am I feel like I'm like glitching out a little bit, but I mainly think that it's probably just the fact that it's taking me so much power to do it. And I have enough wood. I mean, I have enough things to do with it. And why am I like, I just feel like I was doing the wrong button there, I think. So, okay. What I want to do now then is I want to do this, and I do believe that we have enough wood. I mean, we should have enough wood materials. So I'm honestly thinking that we use the jungle wood for the other stuff. So what we'll just do, yeah, so I need to make 2 of these because I don't want to do too little, and I kind of want to actually work this through too. So it'll probably end up being that we end up connecting all this up, and I do think eventually we are going to end up I think we're gonna eventually end up hooking up everything, or at least what I mean by that is I do believe that right now I don't want to do anything else with like the builds right here, but I do notice that we're gonna have like the storage shacks, so we're probably gonna get those done today, and then that will probably end up likely just being the video there, because I don't want to overdo it, and I also don't want to underdo things. So I'm just gonna kind of like be like, hey, am I actually like utilizing what I have for what needs to be done in a way. But yeah, and I'm probably gonna start to clear out this top area. So okay, so clear that out. I'm gonna actually clear this out in a most like interesting way. So, is it starting to become nighttime then? It is, so... Yes. I need to get back home and go to sleep before I end up doing anything else. And I do notice how I do have those slabs there, so I'm probably going to end up using the slabs again on the other side to get it down. I just need to kind of make sure I have everything else before I'm good. And how many of the advancements do I have complete? That's a big question. Well, I'm honestly thinking that I might end up completely, like, connecting up these two islands and these two, like, areas so that we can have one massive, okay. I just want, like, one massive area, I think. And honestly, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I do feel like everything is really starting to connect well with this. So, what I need to do, at least for right now, is I want to get done with at least 2 or 3 more trees. 2 or 3 big trees. So that we don't have to really worry about coming back and grabbing more. At least, I feel like, because I feel like if I do that, then I'll have a lot less of a stress for it. And you know what? Let's just go on ahead and grab the birch too. Okay, good. So, getting all of these should not be a problem. And I mean, even like the crazy thing is, I think if I can just like take the time here, I might end up covering up a lot of this area. And yeah, and I mean, all of this area is just going to be uncovered for right now. And then, once it really comes down to all of it, I'll probably... I don't know. But I think I've honestly figured out a good strategy for all this, though. And yes, I am grabbing more than I thought I would. I honestly did not think that I'd end up with a lot more wood than I have right now. But that is a good thing, though, because now I can actually, like, get done with the things I need to here. And there, let me just look at this from the other side, because I do think we might end up building something over here. So, like, if anything, we just end up, like, doing the pathway somehow. And yes, the trees are starting to grow back too, so that's good also. But right now I do want to try to go on ahead and get done with these other builds. At least I want to go on ahead and outline them. I might end up using I'm gonna probably still end up using the other blocks too though, because I think that will honestly be the best case scenario. So I'm not like, oh, I'm stupid. I am stupid. Because I had it already set up. I mean, Craven. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. I think I might have an idea for the flooring though. Because if y'all can't tell right now, I do have a flooring. I already have wood in my inventory. So why not go on ahead and utilize the birch that I have? I could honestly just go on ahead and utilize the other bits too, but I'm not necessarily fully sure. One, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know what? Let's go on ahead and utilize this as what I need to do with the logs here. And then I'll go on ahead and fill out this here. At least, I don't think I'm going to get all of the areas here. But at least if I can go on ahead and get done with some of this, that's good. Maybe I'm just going to get done with one build. No, I think I'll get done with 2. Honestly. I should go on ahead and utilize these logs, and I think I might just end up using the I might just end up using that. But let's just go on ahead and finish up the other builds, and then after we finish up the other ones here, once we finish up all of these, I do want to go on ahead and I want to get this done today. So we are going to get it done one way or another. And it's basically, I don't know. Actually, I really like this area. I think is feeling more sophisticated, or at least I'm feeling like this is another cool area that we actually get to build in, instead of it feeling like an actual like construction zone. I don't know exactly the right way to really say it, but we have 4 identical buildings, but different items getting used for each. So I probably need to make another shovel though. Because I don't want it to it's gonna end up dying, I think, after this next whack. So let's real quick, before it does whack out and just stop working, let's go on ahead and make another one. And then after we make this one, we should honestly be fine, because I don't know exactly how long this video is gonna end up being. Okay, I need to like clear out my inventory here. So I'm gonna get rid of all of this like stuff that I don't need. I do need the food though, and I need those. So let's clear it out of all of this excess stuff for now. And then I need to first go to bed, but before that, let me go on ahead and just make one more new shovel here. And I don't know why I just did that, so let's just go to bed real quick, and then I honestly think that building up these shacks is going to be one of the easiest things. Because, I mean, pretty much all I'm really doing is utilizing the area for, like, better purposes. And I do actually think that I do need to I need to get rid of the, all of this area here. And I did not place a block there, so okay, good. So then that's good there. It's way more than that. So yeah. I don't exactly know if I think I do want to try to fill out these builds too. So that's going to be one other thing that we end up doing today, on top of getting done with the pathways. And then storage shacks, the more storage shacks that we have. But I don't think that the storage shacks are going to be terrible either. I think they're going to be like one of the easiest things that we actually get done today. Really and truly, because we still have the last bit of that. And I mean, we have 4 of them, and we have roofs to get done with them. I don't think we should have a problem with them. Where did I put the food? Because I need to get some food in my system. I'm like running around so much. I'm getting like food deficient. Like I'm having a problem with not eating. Not like not. Nazis. Nope, nope, not at all. I know I'm gonna need a lot more than this, so I'm just honestly preparing for this here because I just know what to really expect with this. Alright, there we go. So, if we're looking at from the top, it should be good. The dog's literally like falling asleep when I'm like not there, which is so cute, honestly. Okay, so first things first, we need to get jungle planks, and then jungle slabs, and then I also need to get honestly, I have the slabs, why not use them? But yes, I don't think that all of them are gonna be that, so we are also gonna end up making a bunch of chests too. So we'll have 26 barrels and 32 chests. So we'll probably end up completely like getting this checked up here. So wait, hold up. I didn't even connect these up here. But then that goes there, and then that goes here. So, and then that goes there, and then that goes there. So then this goes up, over, up, over, up, over, over. So then I think moving over to each one is not going to be terrible. Moving over to each one's not going to be terrible. It's just going to be a lot of work to be completed with this. So yes, I am going to be doing this like this. So this way, whenever like when I don't exactly know if anyone would ever, if I'm gonna ever like do a world download for this, but I do think that's a really good possibility as like something that I could do for this, because it would actually be pretty cool to have a world download for this world. But what I need to do is I need to go from each one of these things here, and I need to start to connect these up, because they don't really look the harmful, most suitable thing, but they also don't look like the most appetizing out of everything that I've ever built. And honestly, I'm doing it more for function. I'm doing this more for function than looks. Because, I mean, as long as you have a functional area, you have a functional thing. That's my thought. Or at least, that's what I feel like is the best way to really look at it. So, I mean, yeah. And then you'll also end up having that. So I mean, I don't see really any issues with these builds, really and truly. It's just gonna be, can I make these look semi-decent? And I mean, I honestly think that oak and junglewood are a perfect match when it comes to some things. I know it might not look like the best material to use, or at least I just kind of see it as being an interesting material to use. But, I mean, why not have some uniqueness in your builds every once in a while? I mean, everyone is unique. Everyone has unique tastes, but also every build has a unique style to that person. So, like, a lot of my stuff just ends up being like this most of the time. So, yeah. But, I mean, I don't know. All I know is that I need to go to bed real quick and make it work. And I also want to... I want to look and see how it looks from the front of it, because, I mean, from right here, it looks not too bad. It doesn't look bad whatsoever, but I know that is different for most people. Let me look at what day I'm on. I'm on day 40. I'm about to be like on day... Wow, that is crazy. And I'm only on episode 4. Wait, yeah, I'm on episode 4 and I'm going to be on day 40. That's crazy. I honestly might be finishing this soon. But yes, I do actually want to check and see. So I have that done. Let me just use it like this, and what we can do is once everything you know what? Okay. We should have enough for this, so yeah. I shouldn't be worried, because I mean, we have a lot more to really take care of, but it's not like a bad take to it anyway. And I actually, well, I think this build is probably the first one. Like, these builds here are the first ones that I've used slabs for, because I don't think I've used slabs for anything like this in the past, or at least if I have, it's been so long that I don't remember. And I don't think I'm really gonna put windows on here, because I mean, what would be the whole purpose of putting windows down if you're just gonna be covering them up with the areas? And yes, I do need to go on ahead and do that. So let me go through all of these builds and make sure I did that. Did I get this side done though? Did I get this side? I don't exactly know if I'm gonna end up having enough done. And I hate that I keep on doing that. I hate that I keep on doing this because, like, I'm trying to get it done, but it's not taking it well. So, yes. So the inside of this one's done. That one should be done. This one is not done. And dude, I hate that. I hate that that keeps on happening to me. Because it's like, what are you trying to do when... I don't know, guys. But hey, at least I was able to get something done with this. And those actually look pretty cool. Those actually look kind of cool. I know they're like a little bit interesting with the block palette, but I mean, this area is unique. This area is a unique area, so why not keep it unique and kind of keep every build a little bit different? Why not? So yes, and I do notice how I'm going to be using a lot of the stuff here, but I just don't exactly know how we're going to connect up everything very much like cohesively, or at least I think that actually works because I could just use the rest for that, and then I think we'll end okay, so I do know that we're gonna have to kind of do this too, so yes. And I do think that it might actually end up being that we need to keep this one back and this back, so it would be right here that would be addressing it. So yes, that's good. And I mean, I think that is pretty much all of that. All I need to really do is finish up the pathway and then get the interiors done, get the doors made 1000%, and then I should be good. So I have 6 doors. So I have 4 buildings. I need 7 doors. And I need 8. I need more doors than just that. So here we go with this. And then that will be 9 doors. So I'm thinking what we could end up doing for the windows if we wanted to. Okay, so do this, and then I want to go on ahead and grab more of those. So that would, I would have, I need more. I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more. I'm just really not sure where I need to end up being with it. And I don't want to have way too much either. So that's the main thing I'm thinking about. And what I do think I'm going to end up doing is in between videos, I will end up working on this more. So, yes. And, yes, I need to... Okay, I have 57. I'm going to have way more than I need, but that is better than having way too less. So, okay. I have that. I do actually want to make the stone bricks. So that's that. And then I want to go on ahead and make some stone slabs. And then some things like that. And then we're also going to need to do that. So let's go down here and fix this up. So 1, 2, 3, and then I could honestly... So yeah, it will be like that. I do notice how I did just kind of like randomly do that. So I do notice how that's going to be a little bit confusing for you guys possibly. But I'm also going to go this way because I do need to fix this way up too. And that won't be like necessarily terrible either. So that'll be good. And then yeah, not terrible whatsoever. No problemo. That was actually one of the easiest things I could have gotten done right then and there. But last thing that I need to get done before we end off this video and I send y'all off on y'all's way, I need to go on ahead and I need to fix something here. So, yeah. So, yeah, and I mean, I need to get the walls done. I mean, though, I need to, first things first, I do want to go on ahead and fill out every bit of the area here. So we're going to do it like this, and these are going to be there, and then we are also going to have I can't have barrels up there, but I am going to have barrels over here too. So you know what? Honestly, let's do this since I just saw that that would actually kind of work here. Let's do this, and let's just have it be that it's over here like this, and then that's just the way that those things are gonna be. So that's the windows, and then we'll have a door too. That's the windows, and then we'll have a door too. But let's honestly just do 3 on each side, and then we have 2 here and 2 here. And then 3 on each side. So I need to get this one back then. So that gives us 6. So then we don't need all of these. We don't need all of these. I could, if I need to actually utilize more of it, I'll utilize more of it. But stone, I understand, possibly, but I don't know. Maybe we can have 1 on each side, and then the rest on each side are these. Yeah, because that gives you enough. But then that would also take out the... Yeah, so... Thank gosh that this is the last one. So we have 2 there, and then that goes there, and then that's done there. So, real quick before I do go, I do need to fix this up real quick. So, I just need to... make another few bits of this, I think. So then we're gonna have 4 more, so we'll have 7. So we'll have 7 for the last one, and that I think the last one is... The last one's the ores, so I understand where that one's coming from. And we don't really have to have so many ores either. We're probably not going to have that many, like, terribly well. And this is, like, the most mixed, matched, interesting build that I have. So, I'm probably going to end up doing this, and in the next couple of episodes, I might get some more resources so that we can end up working on it more. But, in the meantime, I hope y'all have enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more, consider subscribing, leaving a like. But, in the meantime, I will see y'all in the next one. So, goodbye.